Hello and welcome everybody to this next installment of Caravan for Cthulhu. You'll notice the change in theme today, perhaps not overall, but, well, we aren't set in the 1920s this time. We've gotten quite modern, actually. We're very cool. We wear sunglasses at night sometimes and ask questions like, did that cowboy really exist? Who can say? Anyway, I am Turk or Turk accented if you want to know if the truth is really out there. And I am going to be your keeper for the evening. Now, I am not alone, but before I throw it over to some fine folks, I do have to say that we have some sponsors that make this show and all the other shows here on Lost Caravan possible. First off, that sweet, sweet songs you're hearing in your ear is coming from none other than Epidemic Studios. An incredible collection of music and sound that is great for horrifying, setting tone, and generally giving players the vibe that maybe they aren't alone in this room. Maybe there is no sequel. After all, I mean, there is literally a song called There Is No Sequel. But we won't be playing that tonight, certainly. You'll all be fine. Additionally, we also have used Hero Forge to create small facsimiles of ourselves. It is a fantastic resource and an even better holiday gift to immortalize and calcify the existential fear that we place onto fictional versions of ourselves and placed in hypothetical scenarios in which we actually have full control, but surrender it as if we are children unaware of how the world works. But that all being said, for real, Hero Forge is actually a really great Christmas gift if you are shopping for the nerd in your life. And if you use our link, it does help boost the channel some more. So if you are looking for their last day of Hanukkah gift, Kwanzaa, Christmas, any kind of end of year or holiday celebration, it is perfect. So, think of the nerds in your life, ask them what their characters look like, or just slip them the link, be like, hey, this is pretty cool, right? We should make our characters. And then when they send you the code, you can buy it for them. You can even make it an ornament. Beyond that, we have a bunch of really awesome things that I'm completely blanking on, but we are an awesome, exceptional community with a lot of love spread around. And, well, you should join us. Just do it. Get in here. You can join our Discord, and I'll find us on social media, of course. So, that being said, and scary music being played, let me quickly throw on over to our brave pair of investigators for tonight. Starting, of course, with Rob.
Hey, y'all. Okay, there we go. I wanted to make sure I was unmuted. Hey, so I will be playing Arlo, who is a driver for the Teamsters. This is going to be exciting. So, especially compared to the last character I played on, with the Caravan for a Call of Cthulhu campaign. He's just a guy from Frisco originally. He's like, hey, baby, it's all good. Just live and let live. Empty yourself.
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens.
And, of course, it's weird to immediately say last but not least, it is Otter Poet.
Hi, I'm Otter Poet, or Jason Fryer, writer, game designer, and general curmudgeon. Tonight, I shall be playing Tricia McMillan, a beautiful Texas lady with a face like a chisel and a personality to match, whose most in-depth cosmic horror is her non-disclosure agreement. She's the lawyer.
Oh, yeah. Right. Already back to me. Fascinating times. Anyway, we open our story with a note. Tonight's story is heavily based off of some real-life, pseudo-religious cult things that exist in the real world. This, of course, comes along with the already dangerous territory of, well, some pretty manipulative behavior. So if at any point you don't feel comfortable or uncozy due to that, or anything else happening on stream, my players do have a direct line to me to say, hey, I'm not comfy with that. Can we walk that back? Or, hey, let's take a break. I need to, chill out, and we need to rework that scene. Fortunately, you don't, audience. So if it starts getting a bit too much, if you feel yourself too full of terror or uncomfortability or really anything at all, please by all means mute, exit, step away for a little bit, center yourself, empty your mind of all afflictions. I'm going to use some church terminology here, but for real, take care of yourself because it's a hard time of year for everyone, and you don't need to make it any harder by spooking yourself beyond comfort levels. And then come back when you're ready. That being said, welcome to the Church of Sunyata. It's a it started in 1967 by a science fiction writer and general fantasy author who kind of combined an interest in self-help and metaphysical and as well as some Zen practices to what initially was just an interesting little thought practice on a potential nature of the world. It quickly became a self-help movement and then a religious cult. Certainly we are not comparing this to anything that could get us sued. Anyway, it's been a long time since then, and the cult has grown, incorporating a lot of famous actors and stars and growing pretty wild in Hollywood. It's attracted a lot of people for kind of, being a very good way to get yourself connected and, also just some people do have benefits of, therapeutic sessions of emptying, they call it, where you talk about all the, negative woes within you, things that burden your life and block your mind and enlightenment, and by talking through them and examining them with, of course, a church-approved mediator and meditator, you become empty. So when someone says they are empty, it just means they're happy and they're trying to achieve sunyata. Now that we've explained the glory of the church to all the shadows, which is what we call regular people in the church, our two investigators are both working for, not as actors, but as lawyer and driver to the stars, on a production called The Space Between, a movie set to kind of exemplify and really be the first big film talking about the church in a positive light. Now, the movie is, of course, on a rented soundstage in Shriver Studios, Shriver Studios lot in West San Fernando Valley. There's some other sound stages about, but, with your connections, you're getting the full VIP treatment. The soundstage is a long, whole building length thing, about 18,000 square feet of open space inside, suites of offices in an outbuilding, a number of trailers parked outside. The cyclorama fills the back wall, which is being used as a green screen for shots of the basalt cliffs. A platform built up with resin and painted to look like black stony ground sits in front of the cyclorama. Now, the main set is a portion of the apartment complex where the characters of the main character, Clarissa Hollows, lives. Tries to tell her story of moving from a really toxic part of the big city to an apartment elsewhere where she moves next to a more calm individual who slowly just kind of talks her through ways and practices to empty yourself. Of course, the story is obviously an allusion to the practice of the church and how emptying oneself helps them achieve enlightenment and happiness. Some real kind of almost boring Hallmark type film, but it's got a big production value. One small hitch though, the actress Verity Harrow has gone missing. She is the leading lady, and it's kind of hard to shoot a film without your leading lady. Also doesn't help that the writer, director, and editor, Jared Woodward, is also nowhere to be found on set. Currently, at the moment, the backup, they're just kind of shooting, the second unit team is shooting pickup shots and doing what they can to basically not make these few days. It's been about 4 days now that Woodward and your actress have gone missing. And, we meet our two investigators in one place that anyone can be found on a movie set when they're not involved in anything, by a food and crafts table. So, would you please, in the order you introduced yourselves, say what your character looks like and what they're chewing on?
Okay, yeah. So, Arlo is going to be a man of average height, about like late 20s, early 30, excuse me, late 20s, early 30s, going on kind of reddish blonde hair, man of, somewhat attractive, but not quite for stardom, and that's why he ended up as a driver for the Teamsters. They're like, you look good, but not quite what we want. And so he's probably chowing down on a bagel with vegan cream cheese, because he grew up in Frisco. So he also grew up in a strictly church-related vegan family.
All right. And, of course, Trisha.
Trisha is a short, well-dressed woman, brunette, not exactly pretty, not exactly ugly, just basically a very plain person in this world of pretty people, which she absolutely despises. She is currently on a phone negotiating with somebody about them going to a newspaper and talking about their livelihood and possibly interfering with the church's dealings.
Mm-hmm. So, I will say the only other interesting of note about this particular production is that the film has another female lead character, or at least should. The character Yvette Summers has never been on... The character who should be playing Yvette Summers has never been on set. And you've been there for shots. Woodward has taken shots with scenes of Clarissa, but it's just Harrow in them. And so at this point, maybe they're green screening her in. Maybe she's fully CGI. Maybe the actress is germaphobe. Post global infection or pre-global infection. Who knows? And is just not doing it. But just so you know, in case anyone's like, "Oh, have you seen who's playing Yvette?" No one has. But the bigger concern for you all right now is the fact that the kind of man in charge when no one else is around, T-Crop Singh, the assistant director, and let me do a little pop-up here. He's kind of storming around, looking over everything, and I'll kind of move over to the table with you all, and hey, how's it going? I don't suppose. I don't suppose you've heard anything from Woodward. Kind of just slugs back coffee.
One second. Okay, darling, if you go to the papers, I will crawl so far up your ass that you will not need a colonic for the next 10 years. Do you understand? Okay. Bless you. Love you. We'll talk later.
Yes, of course. Thank you for handling whatever that was. Yes, church business, I'm certain. Handling, cleansing infections and all that.
Emptying.
Woodward. Any news?
No, or do we know if he and Harrow have ever been close?
Hope not. Just throw the whole thing into fucking whack. And at this point, you don't have to have a high spot hidden or listen to hear that he's rapidly drumming on the table despite his calm-ish face. Just
I'm
Just
sure
if you can track them down, perhaps the driver would know where the star of a film is.
Hey, it's all good. Excuse me, my bad, my bad. No, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I went to pick her up and she wasn't there. But I think I might know where we could go. And I'm seeing Mr. Director, sir. No, I think we need to be emptying some woes. Some woes. Just
Hmm.
empty yourself. Just
Yeah,
relax.
yes,
Let it be
of
good,
course.
baby.
No, I'm very empty. Don't worry about me. Everything is very empty here. Just trying to make sure the film is on time, on budget, and done. Like film should be.
Yeah, we gotta get the word out. Gotta get the word out.
Oh, believe me, the word is out. Marketing has been pushing for this thing, and the date is coming up quickly where we need this cut. Oh no, it's good. So we'll be there. September 25th, first showing in the retreat, just like we all agreed. Just do me a favor in case you need to look around set or something. Find Woodward, and if you can find where Harrow is slid off to, also very useful. Find them both together. I don't care to know the details. Have
Hey,
fun.
is his
course.
personal assistant. His personal assistant. That's Julia, right?
Oh, yes. Well, it's like Harrow's personal assistant.
Woodward.
Oh,
Maybe
Woodward. Yeah.
Maybe she's taking care of some of his traveling arrangements.
Look, I've contacted Julia, and she has no idea where he is. Also, as a note, Julia is like a PC insert character, so he could have played Julia, but boring. So, on your sheets for the cast and crew, anyone with a asterisk next to their name is a PC spot. So,
Got it.
anyway, like I said, best of luck to you all. Back to whatever it was you were doing before, which is certainly not filming,
Oh,
but
don't worry.
it's fine.
My entire focus is on this. Don't you worry. We'll find these two.
Yes. And he'll leave.
Do I have any contacts with like the accountants?
Like
Anybody that would basically be taking care of, receipts for either Harrow or Woodward? Because
oh, I mean, if their cards were used in some way, I mean that's their business, but if they were using church money, you would have heard about it.
okay, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, it's not gotten to that point where give us all your money and we'll give you an allowance or something. You still have your own stuff. It's just why would you when we have a good place for you to stay and things like that. But as far as both you would be aware, Woodward has his own place and Harrow has her own place.
I look across the table at the gentleman whose name I've already forgotten because he's not that terribly important to me. But
Yeah.
you say that you drive Miss Harrow?
I did. Yes, I have.
Where did you-
I've driven her back and forth. I've driven Mr. David, the male lead for the film. I've driven
Do you have
him.
keys to her apartment?
In fact, I do. That's where I was supposed to pick her up from a meeting where she was going to get emptied, and she never came out. Never came out. Never came out. And so I just came back here and talked to the director, as you just saw. Let him know I didn't know where she was at. But we can definitely go there. I can drive you there if you need to go.
Now,
Yeah, how about
an
we do that?
important note. Cell phones exist.
Yep.
You have these people's numbers.
Oh, I've probably already dialed both of them.
Well, if you called,
I'm going to call Harrow first, just to basically see if there's
Nothing.
any. And Woodward
doesn't
probably
even connect.
nothing.
No, you do get an answer. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hello.
Is this Mr. Woodward?
Yeah. Of course it is. Hey, I know I have your number, Trisha.
Well, people are just inquiring about where you might be.
Yeah. No. It's fine. I'm working on the film. It's okay. Just don't worry about it.
Well, you see, I'm not worried. It's other people that are worried, and when they worried, I
Yeah.
have
Oh, yeah. Of course,
eventually
the
heard.
other people are worried. They're full of woe. But you just need to encourage them to empty themselves. Okay. I'm really busy right now. I gotta get back to this. Okay. Just really
Before you go, have you seen your wonderful star, Miss Harrow?
And it goes quiet, and you just. It
Oh,
sounds like he starts crying, and
has there been a breakup?
no, I'm busy, and he phone clicks.
Well, shoot. I think we need to go talk to Mr. Woodward.
For the record, here's Jared Woodward. Certainly not inspired by anyone at all.
Wow, that's a lot of forehead.
He's got the 5 head. He's got the 10 head. But
Well, and I'd say probably hearing her say that, yeah, we need to go talk to Mr. Woodward. Arlo would say, well, I know exactly where he lives too. I've driven him to and from the set a couple of times.
My God, you are actually useful. This is wonderful.
I try to be as useful as possible. Thank you.
a larger man is going to approach you. Kind of a older fellow, kind of a stout build, but he holds it well. Big beard, or at least good build. Short gray hair and a gut that hangs over the waistband of his pants that shows the signs of security for your studio here. Tom Bulliander is gonna kind of approach you with a look of worry on his face, specifically, of course, to you, Trisha. Miss Trisha, we might have a small problem.
Beyond the missing.
Yeah. No, you see, the police are here. They're at the front gate, and they want to come in. And I told them no, like I've told them multiple times. But this Newmeyer fella sounds mighty insistent. He sees something. He's got a case. I think you should go talk to him.
Oh yes, of course. I look over at you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? You should join me, I suspect. Since you were probably like the last person that actually saw.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I'd be happy to help as much as I can. And so Arlo will follow Trisha as much, right behind her, but letting her lead the way, sensing that this is not his jam.
So, basically, you walk out to the front gates of the main gates, and you see what appears to be 2 cars. One, a formal police car, and one was very clearly an unmarked detective's vehicle, with a man standing out right in front of the gate, looking in, talking quite, in a hushed but serious tone to the guard. As you approach, he stops. Oh, well, if it ain't one of the loyal minions of hell. You would be familiar with Detective Samuel Newmeyer, and he'd be familiar with you as a legal representative of the church, even though you won't admit to it. Samuel Newmeyer is, let's just say he's an enemy of the church, and several times has tried to actually follow through on some of the cases that have come up against you, like a real asshole. But you've been able to sweep those under the rug, usually with the fact that you have connections with judges, and frankly, police are no match for Miss Erica Christensen, your boss, technically.
My boss. Yep.
So,
Oh, Samuel, you look so full of woe. How can I help you today?
yeah. Save it. Because now you ain't getting out of this. You ain't getting out of this at all. Okay?
Out of what?
I got a homeless woman picking up a body, finding a body in a storm drain, not 30 feet from your studio.
Well, that's
All
a
right?
shame. I mean, a homeless person in Los Angeles. What a coincidence.
All right. Focus on the real details here. I've got a dead 25 to 40-year-old while you're missing your lead actress. Am I not supposed to make a connection here? Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to let me onto set. I'm going to find out how you killed her. And you're all going to go to jail. Does that sound good for everybody?
Wait. Was it Miss Verity? Was it Miss Verity?
We can't officially confirm that at this time. But suffice to say, it's a 25 to 40-year-old. And, well, I assume as soon as the DNA labs are able to confirm, well, I think we're gonna know who it is.
So you suspect? Oh, wait.
Samuel, I know that you have so much woe in you. It's such a shame. But you do know that there's quite a few women that match that age. And unless you have a warrant, I don't think that coming across into our lot would help anyone. Don't you think that? You don't want to disrupt your case, do you? After all, this poor, innocent woman that you've found that has absolutely no relation to us, you have to honor her, don't you?
I'm gonna go talk to a judge, and when I come back here with papers, you're screwed. You're gonna be interfering with a case.
There is no case at the moment, Samuel.
Oh, I got a dead body. There's a case.
Well, I used to work with Miss Verity quite
That's
a bit,
real
driving her
nice.
to and from.
Where did you last
no.
see her? Did you kill her?
No. The last time I saw her was before she went to this meeting at a house. She was going to be emptied of her woes. You know, that's what we at the church. You know, that's what we do. You know, when we're experiencing our woes, we need
Yeah, I don't need you. I don't need your
relieve
fucking
them.
loony doctrine explained to me, okay?
Mr. Marlowe, you do not need to share that information with the good detective.
No, you know what, Mr. Barlow? If you think of anything else that might be important to the case, you feel free to contact me, okay? Here, my number. He hands out this card.
And Arlo would take the card and gladly be. I mean, if the body was Miss Verity, I'm sure I worked with her regularly. I could identify.
At the mention of identifying, you're gonna Newmeyer won't say anything, but he'll just kind of like turn and walk away, clearly go try and get a warrant, which, as a lawyer, you know, Trisha, that's going to be hard to do in this town, especially because this is very likely a fucking fishing trip. Even if he does have a reason to like look around the lot to actually go in the studio, oh boy. But you know, shooting a call to the director, you know, would work or something, wouldn't be terrible to do just to give him a heads up. Though I will say, he's not the only one there. There are two police officers. They're a kind of more sprightly, younger looking officer, very clearly still like new suit kind of deal, who's just looking like he just got punched in the gut. And then there's a more haggard looking female officer who are they let Newmeyer pass, but they're still very clearly trying to stay near the gate of the studio just to look everything over. But when you mention identifying a body, the guy's face, the younger police officer's face, he kind of just starts covering it, like, like he's gonna throw up again or something. He loses all color he had left in his cheeks, and he was already not looking great.
Once Samuel's kind of semi gotten away and
Yeah,
out of
he
earshot,
gets to his car and drives off.
first I'll turn to you, Mr. Barlow or Marlowe.
Arlo.
Right, Barlow. You have just given a man that is, how shall we say, he never lets go of a bow. You have just basically become his prime suspect. And you've done that freely. So I'm going to give you some free advice. Normally, I would charge you $150 an hour, but
Ooh.
it'll be very short. Keep your mouth shut around the police. Thank you. Now
I've just always been taught to be honest. Can I? And he pulls out his wallet and pulls out the 5. Say, this was only a few seconds, so can I at least give you a 5 for your advice?
Oh my God, sweetie, you're so innocent. It's okay. Please keep it.
Oh, good.
Let's go.
I might need a burrito later.
But let us go talk to those other police officers, and maybe they will give us some information. All right?
Sounds good. And he just follows Trisha, thinking on what she just said. Like, oh, crap.
I'll go over to the other police. If they're, as long as they're away from the detective.
Yeah, no, detective's gone from the scene. They're just kind of standing there. But yeah, just give you a nod,
Officers,
ma'am.
is there anything we can do to help you? I hear that there's been a tragedy.
The more chiseled and well-worn detective, she'll kind of. You could give your testimony when and if you're called to do so, but until that time, just keep clear of the scene. That you are gonna hear kind of from the back, just, oh shit, man, they fucking skinned her, man.
Well, I hand over my card. If you need to call me at my office, please do so.
Will we actually get through?
For you, yes. If your name is Detective Samuel, however, my assistant might, how shall I say, lose the number. You seem to have an honest face.
I try. The younger officer is still very green, just kind of off, leaning on the car more so than standing at attention.
Did I hear?
I think with that, Arlo probably would have gone over to the younger officer, probably still half a bagel in hand, trying to offer it to him, be like, sir, you look like you might need to.
No, none of that, please. Ooh,
Are
I'm
you
okay.
sure? Are you okay? Do you want me to? We have a medical professional on site. The actor. Just in case the actors and stunt doubles.
I'm good. Just.
Well, if you need anything, we can definitely call somebody.
I don't need anyone to call. Just give me a second.
Yes, sir.
Just. Oh boy, man. Oh, tough day. And
did you see something earlier today before you came here?
I can't talk about that. Sorry, it's an ongoing case. I shouldn't.
Arlo was too good for this world.
Yeah, and I think for Arlo, he's such an innocent, honest guy. He just reads that the way he takes that, just as it sounds. Of course. Well, if you need anything, I can. I work here on the set, and helping with driving actors and everybody around, and I can definitely get somebody called if you need a doctor or a nurse or somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
I'll semi-interject between the two officers. May I ask one favor, however, of you both? Because I've just overheard that maybe there is some violence, serious violence involved with this. Scandalous violence. If any detectives, oh, no, not detectives, if any paparazzi ask you, could you please keep it quiet? Just so that there's not a scent of scandal and rumors get out of hand.
Ma'am, our job is to investigate the crime
Of course.
and to keep the public trust.
Of course.
It's a fantasy game, folks. If we are asked about the ongoing case in an official capacity, we will be writing our report in full.
And where might that report eventually end up?
I don't know. Several news sources, I would guess. People are going to want to know that someone was, well, killed and left in a rot in a storm drain.
And may I ask why Detective Samuel thinks that we're involved, other than proximity?
Because it's about however many feet from your theater or production studio here.
Of course. And he suspects it is our missing...
He doesn't like you all very much, as you figured it out, and he's also potentially connecting us to the disappearance of Verity Harrow. That's correct. It's the current pervading theory, but we can't confirm that until DNA clears it up.
And may I ask...
Oh, I've seen all those
conclusion?
police dramas. Isn't that called circumstantial evidence?
Now you're getting it, Marlowe.
I'm not here to comment on the detective's theories. I'm just informing you as to why he might have taken an interest and why you might be called in for questioning at some point going forward.
Of course. Thank you for the warning. And where was this person found, if I might ask?
Storm drain, a few feet down that way.
Well,
And you do see like police tape, and there's been a clearly cordoned off area where a stain is still left on the concrete.
this is probably going to go right over Arlo's head, but I'll try to distract the two detectives and basically try to shoo him to go look.
Well, see, Arlo's not super educated. He's got a fairly low education, but decent intelligence. So he might pick up on it. He's just very naive about things, I think. So he probably see Trisha kind of shooing him, that doing the little hand wave, shooing him. And leaving the one officer. He'll kind of make a little bit of a loop around to get to that location, to the tape, to see if he can hopefully find something.
Sure. Why don't Trisha, why don't you roll me like a fast talk or persuade, and then Arlo roll me a stealth.
Okay, stealth. I actually have a decent one.
All right, this one success.
Persuade. Ugh. Yeah, because I don't want to use. Because I don't want to use my intimidate right now.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
95 out of 30 isn't great. Would you like to push it or take the failure?
How does pushing work again? Sorry.
Basically, you tell me how you're elevating the situation and putting yourself in a more precarious position, and then you get to roll again. Or you could spend luck. You could spend 65 luck, approximately.
Oh, that'd be all my luck. On the first roll? No, I'll take the failure.
All right. So you're kind of like ambiently talking with them, getting some details. You can actually roll me a oh wait. Roll me with a bonus, like click the bonus button, just for some details stuff. Because you are being nice to the officers. So if you click bonus penalty, it should give you another number. Okay, so in this case, that would be a 15 for your persuade, in regards to getting some information out of this.
Okay.
Which is, of course, a hard success, being half your score. Basically, Dwight Greer, the younger officer, will kind of be talking to you, and as you're kind of like, yeah, like, what was the state of the body? What's going on? And he goes, oh, they skinned her, man. It's some creepy shit there. It's not right. I mean, it's really... And then you're gonna overhear, hey, stay away from the crime scene, please! As, the woman who you've now know as Sergeant Sonia Palermo is going to shout over at you, Arlo, who you were doing a pretty good job. You're able to get close enough that you can see there is a large red bloodstain with some remaining leftover DNA evidence, we'll be generous and call it that, left around. Like, somebody dumped about a human-sized bit of raw bloody beef and let it sit with, like, just kind of plopped it. Like, so it just went splat. And they've just, like, collected what they can, but you're like, the smell already is hitting your nostrils as you're getting yelled at, and yeah, that's not great.
I think he'll kind of raise his hands, be like, yes, ma'am, yes.
Yeah, it's not great.
Kind of looking at seeing it because of his own upbringing. He's like, oh,
yeah.
No.
I'm sorry. We've got to go make sure no one else stops and looks, and we don't cause a traffic situation right outside your studio. We'll leave you both to your jobs, whatever the hell they are.
And we shall leave them, you to yours.
Appreciated. And they'll both get back to their duty as it is.
So, Barlow, did it look like the body was dropped there, or she was murdered there?
Hold on.
Take your time.
Oh. And so, just to clarify, so would Arlo have a sense that he would have a sense that it was dropped, you said, correct?
Less so like dropped from a great height, and think
but
more like
disposed
of. Like someone was carrying it or had it in a bag, like, like you take your leaves off your yard and in a thing, you just kind of
dropped there and left to see. Okay. So just to clarify,
it was clearly it was hasty and strange.
Okay. Yeah, so Arlo would say to Trisha, let's just say, I don't deal well with blood, for one.
Take your time.
But I think...
Breathe. Empty your woe.
Thank you. Yes. Whatever was left there was left there. I don't think that anything happened there, as the body that the detective and the officers talked about. Whatever they did, it didn't happen there, I don't think. It seemed like it was just dropped like a. I know out east they rake leaves this time of year, and they just drop them. It was like that.
Oh, interesting. Interesting analogy. All right, thank you. And jotting all this down in my little notebook. Well, hopefully it wasn't our actress.
I hope not. She was such a lovely woman. She's so amazing, such a sweetheart.
Oh, yes. Yes, that may be a tragedy. I'm going to go report. You get the car, and we should go talk to Gerard. Yes?
And at the mention of the car, Arlo just gives a thumbs up, like, yeah, I'll go get it. Pulling the keys out, he just runs off.
And I'll make a phone
And
call.
then he stops and turns around and says, I'll meet you here at the gate. I'll pull up right there for you.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. And I'm calling Erica to report the potential situation.
Yeah, and Arlo definitely, he runs off to the garage, showing his badge to the appropriate security.
Yeah, you get the car, no problem. Yeah, I'm sorry. What's the deal?
Well, it appears that our actress is missing, and that,
Well, yeah, I knew that already.
well, the missing actress is now being linked to a murder that took place.
Oh, let me
Some-
guess, Newmeyer.
Yes.
Oh, sweetie, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna talk to some friends, and well, I'm sure Newmeyer's gonna find a lot of people less receptive. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would
None
be
of
wonderful.
these shadows, I swear, they can never just leave well enough alone.
But if any of the DNA does come back with our actress,
If it comes back, it's her. Well, then we'll all be very sad, and we'll officially be donating a lot of money to causes for whatever killed her.
yes. And I'm sure we can spin this.
She, of course, death is the final emptying, obviously. So, don't let it get to you. Don't talk to any press. Don't talk to any cops without consulting me. I know you're smart, but we need to be twice as smart nowadays, okay? Newmeyer's got a bone.
And have you, the driver, Mr. Arlo?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound horrid, but he's almost admitted to the crime in some ways. So, just FYI.
If he's... Alright, is he stupid or is he an infection?
I think that he is just painfully charming.
Right. So, why don't you stick with him while you're looking around for our missing actress and all that? And, make sure he doesn't say anything stupid.
Consider
okay?
that cat herded.
Perfect. Oh, you are emptying my woes right now. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Erica.
One step
You
closer.
inspire me every day.
Of course I do. Okay. Well, you have fun and get this done for me, okay?
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
I'm gonna need a
And-
shower after this show.
But yeah, the car is pulled up. Where are y'all headed?
And it's probably a Beamer too.
Oh, it's a nice vehicle.
It's nice.
So, which would you suggest? Should we go to talk to Mr. Woodward, or should we go to Miss Harlow's apartment first? Maybe Miss Harlow's apartment before our detective tears it apart, because I'm sure that he's going to try.
Ooh. I know. Ooh. I think that might be. You really want to go there?
I really want to go there.
Yep, right on it. And with that, he just takes that as the okay, and he heads over to Verity's apartment.
Perfect. So, Hera lives in an old apartment complex on Havenhurst Drive in West Hollywood. There's a gated entrance that leads to a tiled central courtyard with a pond and a number of trees. I will say, as you're arriving, a car with tinted windows is parked on the street outside. You go make me spot hidden checks as you're going by.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh, 88 out of 45 ain't quite gonna do it. Unless you
Yeah.
want to spend some luck. 43 luck, to be exact.
Is there any way, could I push it by saying Arlo drives by, sees the car, and then, instead of pulling over to park, he drives by and then maybe goes around a cul-de-sac in the community and then drives by a second time to see if he can get a better
I'll
look.
do you one better. You're literally taking your eyes off the road. Roll again.
Okay.
And I'm
Nope.
probably in the back.
Oh, well, it
Would you
was
like to
better,
spend?
but still.
Would you like to spend 30 luck before anything else happens?
It's a one shot. Go.
Yeah, screw it. You know what? I'm gonna
All right.
burn 3/4 of my luck.
Yeah, you're fine. Basically, yeah, you managed to kind of, as you're pulling up to the gate to flash the key card and get access, you managed to spot what appears to be a man in a security guard's uniform sitting behind the wheel of this car. Now, you, Arlo, can make me a no roll, which is an intelligence check.
Okay. Let's see, intelligence. 39. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Success.
39 for 60. All right. You'd recognize this as one of the security guards from the celebrity retreat, Tyrone Good. The car actually is one of the ones they keep in a pool there at the retreat to take the stars where they need to be. You're basically driving one right now, except yours is more paid for with the studio money than the celebrity money. It's a whole financial thing of what can be written off as a tax expense and all that good stuff. Anyway, you know this guy, and he shouldn't be here.
Yeah. So he would share that with Trisha. Oh, that's odd. Tyrone's here. What's he doing here?
Tyrone.
Oh, he's security. Basically. So I'm a drive, and he's kind of carefully driving and drives past again, getting his eyes back on the road.
You're still bearing the lead, darling.
I'm a driver. He's security. He's the next step up in the phase in the church, if you will. He's emptied himself enough, and
he's just a security guard at the.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm in a better station.
It's not a station thing at this point. You both work for the church. Okay. He's just security, but he shouldn't be here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, in that case, okay. So.
Yeah, do you know each other?
It's strange. I'm surprised he's here. I mean, if she's missing, why would there be security here from the church?
Well,
get out and ask him.
They could be looking for. He could be trying to prevent reporters from showing up. He could be trying to prevent detectives from showing up, or he might have a personal connection to her in some way. I'm not sure. We'd have to find out, wouldn't we?
Well,
what kind of personality is he?
Did
he respond poorly to you approaching him?
I don't think so. If I pull up,
you can just pull up. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he would turn around and be going around another cul-de-sac and then come back, and I'm sure Tyrone would see the California plates on the front. see the same plates, and Arlo would just pull up right in front. I can always hop out and talk to him and see what happens.
Yes, I'll just roll down my window, and I don't want to intrude or intimidate him in any way, since
Of
you
course.
two will
Oh,
probably have some kind of rapport.
oh, of course. No, he's from what I recall, he's a wonderful man, wonderful man. And Arlo would hop out, and
Yeah.
as he hops out, gently shutting the door, he would wave to to Tyrone,
Doesn't get a
and then
response. You do just see like the hands on the wheel kind of like white knuckle a little bit, like oh shit. But
yeah,
you will
and oh, sorry, go ahead.
it'll kind of give you like a weak wave. But yeah, if you walk up to it, he's right
Yeah,
there, and
Arlo
he's
would just walk up right to the
um,
driver's side door.
hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, so I'm here with Miss Trisha, legal, about Miss Verdi's disappearance. So there's some concern about her going missing, and
Yeah,
so
yeah, definitely.
just wondering, basically just stopping by to see if she was here at her home.
Oh, yeah, of course. Good idea there. Yeah, sure.
What are you doing here? By the way, I'm surprised that
Oh,
you're not
none.
not on set
Oh,
somewhere, or did they give you another detail
no,
instead?
no, no,
Or
no, no. I'm just taking a break. Just mm.
ooh,
I'm
I mean,
spitting.
you don't have to like roll to know
yeah,
he's like
okay,
bullshitting you.
yeah. I
He's
was
just
gonna say I've got a
obviously.
decent fast talk, so I'm wondering.
You
That's
can
where I was wondering.
maybe you can make a fast talk check. He seems he's gonna be pretty tight-lipped, so it might be difficult, but
It's better than my spot hidden was. There's that much.
yeah.
Oh yes, hard success on
Hard
the
success
fast
is
check.
actually exactly what you need. So basically, how this works is you just start kind of like ambiently talking with him, and you have this guy, you have your ways of just kind of like chatting with
Mhm.
somebody, and then you kind of like, oh yeah, so like he mentions he's, oh yeah, so anyway, I drove Miss Harrow over here, and she's in her apartment getting some stuff, and and he's just like smacks the car wheel a little bit, just damn it, I wasn't supposed to say that. She's paying me $1,000 to drive her here just so she can pick up some of her stuff. Don't tell her
Oh,
I told you anything, okay?
oh no, 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 no. Of course, of course.
Like I offered to drive
Mum's the
over here
word.
and
Mum's the
just
word. I gotcha. No.
I offered to just drive over here and pick stuff up for her, but she said she had to do it herself. I mean, she's been real weird lately.
Huh.
Just don't mention it
I
to her,
hadn't
okay?
picked up on that. Hmm.
Yeah, she's been at the
Well,
celebrity retreat, just hanging out. I don't know why everyone's saying she's missing. She's missing, freaking out, but she's just hanging out there.
so wait, you just drove her over now. She is
No,
inside.
I've been
Or
sitting in here. Yeah, she's inside getting her stuff, but it's been like an hour. I was about to head in myself when you both pulled up, and I figured, well, shit, better keep on the DL so I don't have to actually explain anything.
well, hey, Miss Trisha from legal. Yeah, she's here. She can probably take the heat for us. If maybe the two of us can go in, you don't have to worry about anything. It wasn't you. You can get your pay. If Miss Verity said she was going to give you something, I don't want to cut you short.
Yeah, just don't say anything. I think that'd be best. But yeah, you can head in.
Don't say anything about what.
See, there you go.
Yeah, and so hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And so Arlo will kind of walk slowly, kind of waving his hands at Tyrone, like don't worry about it, and go to the open window where Trisha is,
Has been
or the
listening.
window on that side if Trisha lowers it.
Oh yeah, it's down because I've probably been
Been
listening
listening to, yeah, you can
and
probably,
smoking.
Arlo's kind of got a deep booming, like me, deep booming voice, because he's got, he's like I said, he's decent attractiveness, broad shouldered, deep voice, very lean and buff.
I
Not like
actually
me.
seem to, you actually your personality actually seems to be quite winning. Did
Well, yeah. So
you learn something?
So Miss Verity maybe it sounds like she's inside. I mean, that's what Tyrone said. We could go in and you're with
Arlo,
legals, so
we really need to work on you burying the lead. She's
I don't have a
inside.
shovel.
God bless you. I'm getting out of the car and heading across the street.
And you'll just be like, wait, what I say? And just follow right behind Trisha.
All right, yeah. Getting in is literally no problem. Harrow's apartment's on the second floor, opposite the main gate, and is accessed by an external flight of stairs. The front door of the apartment, as you enter, is unlocked, and there's a pile of police tape lying beside it. Obviously, they have blocked this area off since her disappearance, but apparently, whoever's in here didn't quite mind. Um, The apartment itself has cream walls and tasteful modern furniture selected by an interior designer. Obviously, it's all very coordinated. Um, it's not an apartment that speaks of the personality of its owner, although there are a few framed photos of family and friends of Verity Harrows. Um, all the lights are on. Basically, every dresser you can see is open, and the contents have been taken out and placed carefully on surfaces all around. The sound of a woman crying is coming from the master bedroom just beyond the door. Though it sounds a bit dry and breathless, almost like panting more so than crying. And I gotta.
Like she's been doing it for a while.
Perhaps.
Miss Harlow. I'll knock on the wall.
What do you want?
A moment of your time.
Just
Are you all right?
tell
You'd
him
like-
I need tell Steele I need more time.
We just needed to make sure that you're alive.
I'm fine. It's just
It's just
I just need more time. All right, that's all. Just getting a few
Well-
things.
unfortunately we don't have time, darling.
Of course we do. Tell Steele there's plenty of time. The film is basically already shot. Woodward, I gave Woodward everything he needs, didn't I? And she comes out. And you will see Verity Harrow. She wears a pair of sunglasses and has a scarf kind of over the bottom part of her face. Kind of like this. Haven't I done enough for this?
Well, Miss Harlow, here's the thing. There are people that actually think that you're dead because you've been gone so long.
But I was told to lay low.
By whom?
Oh.
About
Oh, no.
And here's my card.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't say anything more.
Oh, I really feel that you should.
I really feel I shouldn't. I'm sorry, but this is not something I can talk about with you.
You can talk to me about anything. I'm your lawyer. It's protected.
You can make me a charm check. Or, yeah.
I have no charm.
Or fast talk, maybe?
Yeah, and maybe Arlo would lean in and say, Miss Verity, we're here for you. We want to make sure you're safe. Anything that we can do to help you be safe.
Okay, that's my high. Between that, my intimidation's my highest. My persuade is the next one.
probably would be looking more for a charm here. She's not really interested in
Yeah. Oh,
logical explanations. Charm or fast talk.
yes, I will use the luck.
All right, I will tell you now. I'm going to need a hard success.
Oh, okay.
So that will be half of 15, which in most circles of mathematics is 8. So, yeah. 12 luck.
12 luck. Yeah, let's burn
But
it.
she'll...
Ah,
Fine. If you must, I trust you, obviously, but Steele and Woodward, they told me to lay low while I adjusted, and just before the film was released.
and why would they do that? I mean, we need to have a press junket at least.
And adjusted to what?
And are you all right?
I'm
You
fine.
caught a cold.
I'm fine. Yes, I'm just a little sick, that's all. I'm...
Didn't you tell Tyrone that you'd be right out?
I did. I'm just getting a few things, but I don't want to go back to the retreat.
The retreat.
It's a celebrity retreat. You know that's where all the stars stay. Basically, if they don't want to stay at their place, it's got everything you need. Private emptying rooms, place to be catered to. It's like a spa that the church owns.
Why wouldn't you want to go back to the retreat, Miss Verity?
I think I'm done. That's all. I think I'm done. I don't think I get this film anymore. I understand it's supposed to show some new details about the space between and all that, but it's the true nature of emptiness and all that. But I haven't even met one of my co-stars. I have no idea what's going on, and at this point, I'm a bit done. I've been through too much.
Darling, I understand you're under a lot of stress. But at this point, as your lawyer, I need to remind you that you're contractually obligated to finish the film.
I have shot all of my scenes. The only one not showing up is the person playing Yvette. I've shot scenes talking to myself.
Well, that aside, if a detective comes by,
I'm not staying around long enough to talk to a detective.
And where are you going? So that we can reach you.
I don't want to be reached.
Well, I suggest that you remain where you are for the next, how shall we say, few days. Don't leave town. Because if you think that the church is a little, how should we say, intimidating, the police are definitely a little more intimidating than us. And you're, like I said, the subject of a murder case.
They think you're dead, Miss Verity.
Might as well be.
They found somebody near the studio.
I imagine they did.
And why would you imagine that?
Ask Woodward and Steele. She'll close the master bedroom door.
I'm not being paid enough of a retainer for this. Bloody actresses.
I will note, though I didn't portray it perfectly. She never really looked either of you in the eye.
Yeah. The player has a suspicion, a horrid suspicion that they were just talking to. But Trisha,
the player too. This player also is like, But Arlo, So innocent.
Anyway,
Alright, it's time to go talk to Woodward.
uh, Arlo,
Yeah.
your phone's ringing.
He'll pick it up as soon as he hears it. He'll, kind of go for the pockets and then find it, pick it up. Hello, this is Arlo.
Hey there, Arlo boy. I understand you're finding your lost starlet.
Yeah. So we're searching for
Yeah, that's
Miss
great.
Verity.
That's real great. Any luck there? This is Mr. Steele, by the way.
Mr. Steele, yes, thank you. And so I'm sure Trisha, he'll kind of start to walk away right as he says, Mr. Steele, yes. Um, so as it happens, I happen to see Tyrone sitting outside Miss Verity's house. He said she was in here.
Oh, so you found her, right?
Yep, as far as I mean, from what I can tell, she's we
Right,
came
buddy.
inside and she came inside the house. She's here. She sounded like Miss Verity.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. You know what? You're a real star.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Steele. Yes, thank you. No,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, of course. Don't worry about it. I tell you what. Uh, You tell her to come back to the retreat when she's good and done with her little episode here. She's sounding awful full by the sounds of things.
I was getting that same vibe. Yes, it
Yeah,
sounds
very
like
full.
something's going on. I don't know, just
Yeah,
very
well, she's probably just,
struggling,
a lot of shadows, some infections, I think. It just
holding
gotta be taken
on.
care of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you just tell Tyrone, give her another 10 minutes and an hour, and you'll have some backup to help bring her back in. Sound good?
Uh, uh, I'm right on that, Mr. Steele.
You
Thank
just
you.
you just tell him to stay put. It'll be great. You tell him we're very thankful for him being so, well, watchful of our stars.
Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You're absolutely aces, I tell you. All right, you have a good day. Click.
Yep. And then as Arlo puts his phone back into his pocket, he just mutters, probably for one of the first times he says it. Oh shit. I just gave her away.
Was that a fruitful converse?
And that's when he whips around and goes, that was Mr. Steele.
Oh,
And I just told him that Miss Verity is here with Tyrone as her driver. He said to tell Tyrone to give her about 10 minutes, just to wrap things up before coming back to the retreat.
wonderful.
But they're sending backup.
Oh, even better. Actresses can be quite flighty, after all. Shall we go tell Tyrone that the problem has been solved? Marlo, you have a very strange look on your face.
I don't know if it's a good thing. Just with the way she was acting. The way she was talking to us, and she doesn't want to go back. I mean, I've worked with her so much over the filming process and
She
through
just
the
has
church.
a lot of woe, Marlo.
You're right. Yeah. Do you think we should let her know?
Oh, no. Let's not worry her. And let's just go tell her security guard.
Okay. If you think that's best.
I believe it is best in my deepest heart.
And probably with that, Arlo will head out the door, still kind of pondering what just happened, between Verity and the phone call from Steele, then head straight to the driver's side door, where Tyrone is.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, yeah. So she's fine. She still a bit tense. Definitely still holding on to some
Of
woes.
course. Yeah, well, I'm sure.
Um,
Yeah.
I got a call from Mr. Steele
Oh,
while I
Mr.
was in there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He said to thank you for the good work you're doing. Said hang out here about 10 minutes ish. You know, give Miss Verity that much time. And then they're gonna send backup if need be to get her back.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I'll just hang here.
Yeah, so
All right.
no
I kind of
worries.
lean
Yeah,
over.
you're doing
Tyson, you're doing wonderful work.
Oh, it's Tyrone.
Tyrone, of course. Yes, Tyrone.
Right. I'll be here. You both stay safe.
yeah. Well,
Should we
and
stay
you've got my
around?
number if you need anything. Don't hesitate to call. So,
Of course, yeah.
and because I'm assuming, they work together, Tyrone, and they have each other's numbers.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
We're counting on you. Make sure that she doesn't leave before she has to leave.
I've got eyes on her. I'll head to the door.
I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah. Get over. You didn't mention anything about me, did you?
Oh, I'm sure that Marlo
No,
sang
no. I just said that there was somebody who had driven her here. They said, and Mr. Steele said to let let them know, great job. Let you know, great job. And just to hang out till backup gets here if need be.
Mm. Right. Well, seems like everything is set here, and Miss Harrow is set to be returned to the retreat, and eventually, hopefully, the set in due time.
Success.
Great success there. I guess the only thing to check in now is on Woodward, wherever the hell
Yes.
he's gone off to. He apparently answers his phone, so you could always try and call him again.
Yep. I'm gonna dial him up.
Yeah, hopping into the driver's seat, Arlo would let Trisha do that before going anywhere.
I mean, you probably get directions to his apartment or something if you wanted to, or any other
Yeah. I
church
imagine.
HQ, other places, whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got GPS locations going on, but yeah, call goes through. What's up?
Great news. We found her,
What? I'm.
and she's going to be returned to the retreat. Now we just need you.
Yeah. Of course. Sure. Yeah, of course.
Where are you? We'll pick you up.
Oh, you don't do that. And I will try and find it, but it is. Let me see if I can do this right. You hear what appears to be the sound of like wind, like he's outside somewhere, which is odd. Just don't come over. I don't think she'd like that.
Ooh.
No. No, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. You've got, you know, Verity's there, and I'm working on the film. So just don't worry about it.
Now, she said that she had shot all of her scenes, but you still needed her in some regard. Does this have anything to do with that Yvette person that never seems to show up?
Just hey, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. All right, don't interfere.
Interfere. I'm your lawyer.
Yeah. And you're
I'm
supposed to do law
helping.
stuff, and it's fine. I'm doing film things here, and again, like I said, I'm a bit tied up right now. Okay, she just won't let me go, and don't come in. That's all. She was not gonna like it if you come in, and she's not gonna let me go.
Is this
Does
Tied
Trisha
up.
have him on
is this a figurative
speakerphone
or a
or is
literal thing?
I.
Oh,
And you can more clearly, like, it sounds like he's taking the phone away from him for a little bit to just kind of sob or laugh. It's kind of unclear, but you start to hear not just wind, but the sound of waves breaking on the beach.
God. Jared, listen to my voice. Don't do anything rash.
No. Not rash. Everything's fine.
Just stay where you are. I'll be there in a minute, and we can talk. You can empty your woe.
I have emptied enough. I have emptied. No. Click.
did Trisha have him on speakerphone, by the way, or was Trisha talking with the phone to her ear or via Bluetooth?
Oh, it's definitely to my ear, but I will look at
Okay.
you. We need to go fast.
His place. I can probably take the 210. I can maybe get the 210, but that's this time of day. And so Arlo's looking in the rearview mirror, looking back, looking. I lived in LA, so I'm like, I could probably take the 210, maybe connect to the one.
Is his place near the cliffs?
No.
Shit.
He lives in a penthouse condominium in West Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard.
Mhm.
What did you hear? Was he?
I heard
Where am I
wind,
going?
And I heard waves, and he seemed quite distressed.
As far as you're aware, though, he did say he was working on the film, which should probably be done in his home.
Yeah.
Could be a white noise machine for all you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think he lives near Gifford. Not too far from Gifford in West Hollywood. We could head there first, or do you think?
Well,
Was he somewhere else?
It is LA. Searching for him on just a random basis would be terribly inefficient. Just go to his place first, and we can maybe
Okay,
find out where he is
okay.
from there.
Yeah, and so probably with that, I imagine they're on the 210 connecting to the one. Like I said, I lived in LA, 210 connecting to the one, and Arlo just, does Trisha seem tense to him at all? Just out of curiosity.
Trisha seems more tense than usual.
Maybe getting the sense of that, you just hear as he guns it. He puts the pedal to the metal and takes the exit and just on the one he jumps from the right lane over the 4 lanes to the left and is just bobbing and weaving, dodging traffic. I don't know if you want me to roll anything for that,
No.
Get us
Kirk,
killed.
but
You
he's
can give me a drive auto. Yeah, go for it.
Oh shit!
Son of a.
And I burned my luck.
You're a driver, and you have 20 drive auto. The baseline.
Yeah,
of drive
I
auto.
didn't. Yeah, I know.
We didn't say he was
I
a
put
good
it into
driver.
fast. I didn't say he was a good driver. I just said that's what he got his job as.
They just hired him to open the doors.
pretty much.
There's usually someone else driving.
He's got the fast talk. That's why I said, he's
There
a
you
fast
go. Yeah.
talker. He
He
got the
usually
job that
parked
way.
Can you-
them. That was
Yeah,
it.
It's just
can you drive? Oh, of course, I got here, didn't I?
Yeah.
Can I push that? No, I won't push it. I won't
I'll
push
just
it. I
say
don't want
it
to
takes
die.
you a bit. As you attempt to be dexterous, you end up kind of nearly getting into some situations and have to kind of slow
Okay.
yourself down. So you don't get there with any expediency. But
I don't
pulling up-
get pulled over, thankfully.
yeah, barely. You probably are going to have a speeding ticket on a camera or something, but
Yeah. It's that way. They barely.
yeah. Anyway, you arrive, and the concierge at the desk of this apartment complex here, a middle-aged Hispanic man with a kind of salt and pepper mustache, and overall kind of just sad eyes. Can I help you too?
Yes, we're here to speak with Gerard Woodward, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't alerted by Mr. Woodward that anyone would be visiting.
I'm sure that he hasn't alerted you. We're from the studio. We're concerned for his health.
Well, that's nice, but you understand if I just let anyone who said they were concerned about Jared Woodward's health into Jared Woodward's apartment, well, we'd have quite the spectacle on our hands.
Well, I hand you the card. You can ring him, or I could always have Mr. Steele confirm who we are.
Why don't you make me an intimidate?
Please, can I have one roll today?
I think you'll do it. There
Yes.
you go, hard success. He kind of
Yes.
like, Mr. C. Well, I don't think that would be necessary.
Oh, thank you.
Why don't I just yeah, just go right on ahead. Go for it.
You all are so accommodating. So thank you.
Of course, yeah, of course. Basically, you arrive. Oh, wait, I have a map. I have a map to take y'all to
Yes.
the penthouse. So 55515 Hollywood Boulevard, the 5th floor corner apartment, is a luxurious place. You are brought outside. Well, rather you walk outside, or you can take the elevator up. The door is locked.
I'll knock first.
No response.
Barlow, do you know anything about opening doors?
Well, I could give it a try. That wasn't my expertise. But
Well,
if you want, I can give it
neither
a
was
shot.
driving, but here we are.
Yeah, well, yes. I'm better at, believe it or not, better at talking to people and convincing them that I know what I'm doing than, well, here we are, as you said. And so he'll lean in and probably pull from his pocket. He's got a bobby pin that he keeps on his pocket. And he does not do this, but where is it? Isn't there
It's like a upper, like a. Oh gosh, what's the word? Usually it's like mechanical repair or locksmith.
yeah, locks. That's what I was looking at. I was trying to find
Middle column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yes. So does you've got me saying
You-
Arlo.
Perhaps maybe I'm not being clear. Maybe you can force the door.
God,
You
that's
seemed like a very striking man.
We'll also say the concierge probably has a key.
Yeah.
You just have to walk down 5 flights of stairs again,
Ugh.
and then back
Yeah,
up 5 flights of stairs.
I think with the suggestion of breaking down the door, Arlo's going to look at Trisha and say, I could probably do that. Yes. Because like I said, he's
I'll go
a
get the
pretty
concierge.
fit guy. Maybe, yeah, let's try and talk to somebody first,
You
see
stay
if we
here.
can get a key.
Stay here.
Or you can go down the elevator, to be fair.
I'm going to take the elevator.
I'm a whore for stairs.
Yeah,
It's
I haven't
free
done
turf.
my legs today.
But yeah, going down, you can get a copy of a key. Basically, with your same. I'll keep your hard success from before.
Thank
And he's just like, of course, like immediately slides you a key so you can get in. Quick ride back up. And you can let yourselves in.
I'm getting more nervous. This is a very
Uh,
complex
We'll be
map.
fine. We'll be fine. It's safe.
So-
It's clearly safe.
basically, this area stinks. There are food containers and dirty plates lying all along the floor, along with soiled clothes and empty vodka bottles. The curtains are drawn, and most of the apartment is in darkness. Basically, everything that could be a flat surface in here has just a kind of patina of white powder kind of scattered about. And the odors of spoiling food and stale sweat hang in the air. You'll also notice, well, half rolled up $100 bills and a razor blade sitting on the coffee table. It's obvious what he's been doing, and it's
Hollywood.
cocaine takeout and vodka.
I hate Hollywood. I absolutely hate it.
AKA a hell of a Saturday evening. But every day, apparently, for the last 4 days, by your guesses.
It's Saturday Night Live.
It's Saturday night, hopefully not dead. But yeah, you got a door immediately to the left, and one in front. Additionally, you have the entire open area here, which has a door outside. I'll just reveal the patio for free, because I'm a very generous, kind person, and I think this map is pretty dang cool.
It is. And
yeah.
I'm heading for the patio anyway. So
Yeah, empty, just more vodka bottles, takeout containers that are, barely hanging on from the wind, kind of whipping around on the edge here, and yeah, some crushed, Four Loko, Monsters, any kind of mix.
yeah, I'm taking pictures with my cell phone.
Yeah. I think Arlo would that door immediately to the left when they walk in. As Trisha walks around the corner, he's going to poke his head in there to see if he sees anybody or anything.
Yeah, that is kind of the utility room here. It's got like the water heater and things built into it. It hums and it seems to be unaffected. Like everything's working
Okay.
tip top here.
He would go to the next open door then, looking at the map straight across.
Straight ahead.
Yep, straight ahead from the entrance.
So this door is closed, and
That one's closed. Okay.
it is open on the map, but this one is closed here in particular.
Is it locked? Can he open it?
Well, as
or-
you touch the handle, you'll note first over anything else that it's actually extremely unnaturally cold to the touch and covered in frost.
Oh, okay. So maybe before if he sees it, kind of frosty.
Yeah, it's like
that.
It's literally yeah. Like
Okay.
it's like on the other side here must be a fridge.
He might hesitate. He'll hesitate for a moment, and then Sorry, the cat's getting into a drawer. He'll
Happens.
hesitate for a moment and then he'll reach out to see if he can open it.
Yeah, I mean it's cold. It's freezing cold. Uh, it's unlocked as well.
Yeah, he'll open it to see what's in there. If it's,
Perfect.
with the way it looks, to see if is it a walk-in refrigerator, freezer, or...
We're gonna hold as you open the store and look in. Uh,
Mhm.
I will note, Trisha. Anywhere
Yes,
else you
sir.
look?
What is that other large open space? Or is that just a window behind the couch?
Oh, behind the couch. That is a window. Here, let me
Okay. Then I'm
give
gonna
y'all
head.
a
I'm
thing. I get
assuming that's beside that door beside the TV is towards the bedroom. I'll be heading that way.
perfect. All right. Yeah. Heading into the bedroom, it looks like more takeout containers, more filth. And for the record, you don't hear anything that would strike you as an order. Honestly, it's almost like Arlo, whatever his name is just kind of standing around doing nothing. I mean, you can even step into the bathroom over here with its door open, and just more signs of virulent usage of drugs. Like, literally, this dude's been
Or
doing nothing but
Hollywood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, though he does have a very nice walk-in closet with clothes all over the floor.
Are there any, like, I don't know, uh, anything like jotted down, like a phone number, or where does he look like
Uh,
he's been working here, or this has
it's
just
it
been?
is it has been working here. It's like um there's still like notes and stuff. Weird stuff though. A lot about like direction, like film shots and scenes, like with very vague sketches. But and you recognize them. You've been on set. It's just that like in some of these scenes where you kind of like recognize that, oh well, here's where where's Harrow would stand, and then across from her, the character she's talking to is almost drawn. It's giving Slender Man drawing vibes. The lines become very hard and sparse, and but also like expand beyond. Like almost it seems in some of these he just kind of is just drawing a literal hole through the paper. Um,
I mean,
which
I've
is
got
concerning. You can make me a quick sanity check here, just because
okay.
this looks bad. Um, so you'll take 1 sanity, unless you want to spend 7 luck.
Nah, I'll take the 1 sanity.
Because I will say, it's also at that point you realize it sounds like you're the only one fucking you doing your job around here. And you kind of, I assume, I'm going to take a little drive here because we're heading for a break. You kind of like walk out of the bedroom and look around, like, where the hell is Arlo? And go back towards the corridor you came in and look out, and the door's still kind of hung open a little bit like you left it, and just, where the hell is he?
Marlo? Marlo? Oh,
And would Arlo hear this?
Oh, Arlo, we'll get to what happens to you and what
Yep.
you can and can't hear after the break. So we're gonna take a quick second
golly.
to
I open the floodgates.
treat ourselves and take care of anything we have to take care of. So thank you so much for sticking with us thus far. I will of course note our players are thus far fine. I'm not even wearing the jacket that everyone knows I wear. This is, I'm not wearing any of that. So I'm just wearing a natural, modern day cool outdoor hood thing. Not because my apartment's freezing, but because I'm being nice. But yeah,
There was an actress wearing somebody else's skin, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. That looked like
It's
Verity
not because of
Harlow.
mythos, frost and
Verity Harrow
everything.
looks fine. Anyway, we are gonna be right back. So don't go anywhere. Cause oh boy,
You're
you're not gonna want
contractually
to guess what
obligated
happens
to come
next.
back.
Exactly. I'm very excited. Anyway, if you could take us to break, that'd be great. You'd be a real sport about it. You'd be a star. Well, hi there, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your break. I know I enjoyed your break. Just there. Anyway, we were just talking about what happened to Arlo. And it's a good question. It's an important question. Frankly, more people should be asking it. And I think that begins with what happens as Arlo opens that door. Because Arlo, you open that door and you feel a rush of cold air blow out from it. There's some few twinkling lights, maybe some candles or like light, low ambient things, kind of just LED stuff twinkling about the room, but you don't see anything within. There's an overall smell of like the sea, ozone, well, bad sushi. Um, but it's a completely dark room. What would you like to do?
Ooh. I think he's going to holding the door open. He's
Hmm?
gonna look in, then look to his, looking at the map. He's gonna look to his right to see if he sees Trisha.
At this point,
Uh,
Trisha would be probably out on the patio.
yeah, yeah. So
You see her taking photos of everything.
he's not gonna bother her.
I mean, yeah, Trisha's a
So
very nice
he'll
person.
Yeah. So he's going to look back, look at her, and then looking back at the door, step in.
You take a step, and suddenly you're not in darkness anymore. Actually, you're on a cliffside. You. Well, see, the thing is, when you were watching them film, the dream sequences, such as they were always filmed on this, like, on the natural amphitheater on top of an imposing black cliff. The walls of the amphitheater are, well, they're just like this. It's glassy black rock, too smooth and tall to climb, and the walls form a semicircle around you, though an exposed edge looks out on jagged black rocks hundreds of feet below. The dark sea you can see from here is lined with an eerie phosphorescence, breaks on the rocks, sending spumes of cold white spray up towards the starry heavens each time here. I mean, this sky is filled with stars, endless amounts, arranged in no recognizable constellation. Well, but that's not really what draws your attention. What does draw your attention more than anything else is, well, you see Jared Woodward. He's on his knees about 100 yards ahead, kneeling on the black stone with a woman standing before him, her face impassive. His head is lowered, and he's sobbing and please, just let me go, let me go, let me go. He's screaming almost so that you can barely hear it over the sounds of the sea lapping over itself. Make me a sanity roll really quick, because you walked into a room and now you're on an ocean with no door behind you. As you turn around and there's just a black slab of stone.
No, sir. Don't like it.
Oh,
So that is going to be 2 sanity for you.
okay.
Um, what do you do?
I think he probably will, seeing this with his losing that sanity as he steps through, sees this moment, sees Woodward, this woman he probably, yeah, I'm assuming doesn't know. Nope. Turns around and is like, uh, and starts scratching at this rock face, this slab of
It's just
you know
nothing.
obsidian or basalt. He's like,
Just as soon as
what?
you make like any kind of noise, you just hear, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," and like scrambling of stone as Wilbur's like, you gotta get me out of here. And he comes and like basically crashes into you, grabbing you as you're trying to get the stone from the back. You gotta get me out of here. Oh, I'm not ready. I don't want to be emptied anymore. Not after what they did. I know what it means now. I don't. I'm so stupid for wanting to be empty. You gotta get me out of here before she gets it to me. Please, get us out of here. And
I don't even know how I got here.
that's when you notice the woman is now walking towards you.
Oh shit. And Arlo would say that. Again, he's not one for cussing, but that's where it slips out. How did you get here? How did we get here? How do we get out? Do you know how
I
to
don't
get
know.
out?
I don't know. I don't know. I got to think. You gotta give me time. Gotta give me time. If this woman is approaching you, you notice some crucial things that become very apparent that she does not try to hide. She smiles at you coldly, but in her eyes there are no eyes. Her sockets simply open to an infinite amount of stars, as if you are seeing straight to the starry night behind her. And sensing that immediate kind of unease, she then kind of gives you opens her mouth slightly to reveal that there are no teeth, there is no tongue, there is no throat. That void continues within her. She is empty. She is a void. And I need you to make another sanity roll. Because that's not good.
No. Oh.
Okay. I am going to GM roll something real quick, but I don't
Okay.
think you're gonna like it.
Nope, probably not.
No, sir. Don't.
That is 6 sanity.
Ooh.
So that's not good.
I've lost 8 sanity in less than
Lot,
5 minutes? What?
so
This is
2 more, and then we're talking about a problem.
Woohoo!
But
Bring it on.
she's approaching you. What would you like to do?
I think his eyes probably go wide. And I'm of two minds on this, which is perfect for somebody who's going insane right now. um,
Oh,
he's
actually, I have a photo for you real quick because
perfect.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's
it's Yvette Summers.
strip aware. Oh yeah.
Oh, so maybe in this moment, okay, so knowing that he's probably seen pic photos, so he hasn't seen her on set. He's seen photos of Yvette and who's supposed
Uh,
to be there,
More so like
right?
drawings of or sketches of how the scene should look over. But yeah, this is
Okay.
approximation of what Yvette should look like in the film.
Okay. I think with that knowledge, he says to her, Miss Yvette, Miss Summers, are you stuck here too? We can get out. Maybe we can get out. And he turns around and looks back at this rock face and then grabs it.
She You grab that rock face, and it is
Rock solid.
it's just rock. And she continues walking towards you, and though her footsteps disturb stone and loose pebbles and some occasional splashes of water, it makes no sound. She is getting closer. It's calm here. It's very empty.
And then looking at Woodward, kind of recognize, almost probably trying to tug on the rock to see if it opens to a door, like a door. Probably feeling that it doesn't do that, Arlo would turn back to Woodward. What's she doing here? What are you doing here?
We gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out. And at that point, he is going to grab your arm and start running you like in a circle around her towards the cliff's edge. Do you fight back?
He'll be a bit tense, but he will follow Woodward around, making that circuit around.
He looks like
Yvette.
he is. She doesn't like attempt to she doesn't like suddenly cut and bob and weave or try to, dodge, prevent your dodge. She just kind of like watch you move past in a wide arc and then just continue walking towards you. Seemingly almost kind of enjoying this little walkabout. But Woodward now looks quite certain that he looks over the edge and then looks at you, and you look down and see there's nothing but more jagged rocks. It's the only way out, it's the only way out. And he's going to try and then pull you with him onto the jagged rocks below.
Yeah, Arlo is going to fight that. He's
All
like,
right.
wait a minute.
Give me a strength check.
Woo! Just barely.
A success and a success. So he tries to pull you, and you hold back, and he's still just trying to pull you. Make another one because you matched.
Hard success. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you basically managed to pull him back onto the rocks. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out.
Death isn't the answer.
It's not that. It's not that. It's not real. It's not real. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Your jacket, you get emptied, and you turn around. Yvette is very close to you.
I think with that, I have an idea. He's going to turn and then sprint and basically spear tackle Yvette right in the gut.
Okay.
This is probably a bad decision, but this is what's going through his head.
To do that,
God bless Marlo.
As you attempt to do that, real quick, outside the room. Yeah, where the hell, Trish? Asshole.
I open up my phone. I dial his number.
To be fair, it does ring, and I imagine as you two are fighting, Arlo, you're gonna hear a ring on your phone, and it'll go to Arlo's messaging machine, which I'm sure is delightfully innocent and
yeah,
Apartment. Well, being slightly miffed, I head towards that. I start doing my circle of the doors that haven't been opened.
So the only door that hasn't been opened at this point is the one door there. Is the door that we know as players Arlo went through, but yeah. So approaching that one, you see that the handle is frosted and cold and icy looking.
Arlo? I try the door.
No one knocks. But yeah, it is unlocked. You could open it, and it is a kind of.
Well, this time I will actually knock. Are you all right?
You open it, and Arlo, as you're charging towards this woman, you are instead going to go barreling into a different woman. As Trisha, you get speared out of fucking nowhere. JR would be proud as by Arlo as he comes charging out of the room that you were just in. From
The fuck?
why don't you go ahead take 1 damage just from
All right.
unless
Just from
what's
my-
your, sorry what's
from
your
my big-
what's your brawl, what's your damage modifier, Arlo?
1d4.
Oh, it's
If
a D.
let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it's 1d4. Let's see, combat.
1d4 damage bonus. Yeah. So.
Yeah, yep. I just saw. Yeah, 1d4 damage.
So. Yeah,
Oh.
we'll call it the 1. So just take 1 damage here as you get kind of speared, because Arlo, you do feel a difference and kind of like hesitate a little bit, but you charge out and knock Trisha out into the hallway again as the world seems to return around you, and you just hear from within Woodward screaming. Oh my god! Oh my god!
You stupid ox.
I was- And I
Why
imagine
are
he
you
probably
on top
tumbles
of
over
me?
her. Woodward and Yvette and you've a woman, you empty eyes and a mouth and the sea right through that door,
I
door.
slap him.
And he probably still continues to babble
Focus.
even as you slap him. No, through that door. Do not go through that door. Woodward's there. Wait, no, we have to go get him. He's not. Wait.
Once again, you're burying the lead. What is going on?
So, turning around. Let me make sure I do this right. You will, of course, see what appears to be a large editing studio. Normal room dominated by a large Steenbeck editing desk with 35 millimeter film spooled around it. Backlit screen and showing a frame of Clarissa Hollow's meeting Yvette Summers on the basalt cliffs from the film. The room is extremely untidy, and there are open containers of film scattered around. The desk is covered with sections of film, and a number of single frames have been seemingly cut out and spread around. Though, oddly enough, the film in some of these reels is just the film there is just entirely red. I mean, this place obviously it looks just as much a mess as everything else, but this has film in it, which is good to have, I guess.
Kind of scramble off of Trisha.
Also, Woodward
Sorry,
is there.
Woodward's there, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Arlo would run over to Woodward. Woodward, where is she? How'd you get here? How'd we get here?
We're fine. We're fine. We're great. We're great. It's all fine. Don't worry. Oh, okay. We're fine. We're safe. I just need to. We just need to destroy it. We just need to destroy it and not tell anyone. Don't tell anyone, because they want this.
Destroy what? The film? Destroy the film?
You all better be explaining what the hell is going on.
They tried to empty me, and I thought that was good before. I'm probably sure, like you think it's good, but it's not. It's not good. It's not good. It takes everything from you. It takes everything. And oh gosh, what we did to Verity. Oh no, I gotta. He's gonna like walk past you. I gotta get some air. I gotta get some air.
What'd you do to Verity?
I gotta get some
Where's
air.
Miss Verity?
I gotta get some air. And he is out and outside on his patio, just pacing, leaving you free to check out the room.
Yeah, Arlo's going to look over the.
There is an active scene on the screen here that's being worked on that does show Yvette. But there are, if you want to go through the tapes, that's one thing. If you want to check out the scene, that might be a second thing.
I would say the scene first. If he sees it on the screen, he's going to do that first because it's quick. So he wants to look and see, does he see Yvette? Is she really there?
Same way you remembered her being in the vision or reality you just had.
As in, with the
Whole. It's like it's filmed from behind where Clarissa Hollows, would be.
Okay. So like it's
yeah, you're like, but you can kind of lean in and try to get a better look.
Okay.
And
If
looking,
you want.
and if you want, I'm not telling you what you have to do. But if you want to see if it's the same thing, you are going to watch as it's a very slight move, but you suddenly realize you're matching eyes with her rather than her looking at the character. And she has gotten closer. Like she's actively walking towards you.
Yeah, I think he would definitely be watching her.
Oh, yeah, she's actually walking towards you right now to get out of there. So sanity roll.
Oh, success.
Okay, so you're only gonna lose one sanity, but you will absolutely jump back and like shake your head. As it does appear Yvette Summers has moved closer towards the screen. But
can I turn it? He's gonna reach to try and turn off the screen.
Yeah, you just pull a plug, basically.
Okay. Does the screen turn off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's electricity.
Because otherwise it'd be like, oh shit.
Some Ringu shit.
Yeah.
Trisha, what are you doing? Also,
I'm heading. Yeah. I've already basically considered that Arlo is now fired. But, so that's done. And I'm heading after Woodward.
Okay, so I will stay in the editing suite just for right now. So with the screen turned off, you want to start looking through the film?
Yeah, he's gonna start looking through the film to see, does he still see Yvette in there?
There's the uninterrupted tape, which is standard, film screening, which has both of them in it. So you kind of quickly go through that. But it's the red ones, the red film that's kind of being cut in between certain, shots. Here, it's literally being like manually edited in. That's what he's doing with scissors. That catches your eye because looking at them closely, it appears to be single frames in red that show close-ups of a naked woman lying on her front, having the skin peeled from her back with a large curved knife. So that's going to be another sanity roll.
Oh, just barely.
Okay, so it's going to be one sanity. So that would actually be 10.
That is officially 10. That is indefinite.
Well, yeah, I don't know if is it indefinite?
Or it says 10 indefinite insanity.
Oh, geez, Louise. Okay, because you lost a fifth in one day. That's right. Okay.
Yep.
Oh gosh. What would be appropriate?
I'm excited. Arlo's not. Arlo's gonna start calling himself Marlo. Marlo Brando.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad when we pull your medical.
Marlon Brando. Excuse me.
I'm gonna say that you feel incredibly uncomfortable around. Oh gosh, what is it? Let me see if this is a thing. Excoriation. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna manifest what is called excoriation disorder, or commonly known as dermatillomania. That you kind of just notice that you're kind of looking at this and just like, what is under your skin? Is it empty? Are you hollow too? Are you full of stars and void? And you kind of, as you kind of like snap yourself out of it very briefly, you notice there is blood under your fingernails as you've managed to kind of absent-mindedly kind of pick at one's own skin to the extent that either psychological or physical damage is caused.
Yeah.
Your mind just, when it catches itself wandering, you end up wondering what's beneath.
Yeah.
So that's also, actually, wait, sorry, roll intelligence. I didn't do this right.
Ooh.
Never mind. Forget everything I
Yeah.
said. You're looking at this and just
Okay.
like, yeah, you just kind of, your mind just kind of blocks it out. So you're kind of just, and you're like, what the hell am I doing? My face is an issue.
Yeah.
Why am I worrying about what's under my skin? That would be
Yeah.
weird. This is messed up, though. Like, that's a really messed up movie. Or like, this is evidence of a crime they're cutting into a film. Because you can very clearly, see what appears to be Mr. Woodward and Mr. Steele cutting open a woman who, well, you've known her long enough. It appears they are actively taking Miss Harrow's skin off.
Yeah,
The
he's
skin-
going to take the reel of film just as it is, and probably drag it with some of the reel following along behind him like a tail,
Yeah,
and
like
just go
next
out
to
the
it.
door.
To be fair, next to it though, I gotta give you this detail. It
Oh,
appears
sure,
that like
sure.
the frames have these small little red sigils on it, and you think that's particularly weird. Just to the right of it, though, you do see a small metal bowl containing what appears to be blood, with kind of like a fine paintbrush, like one of those little tiny things for painting the eyes on minis, or perhaps scrawling tiny runes onto film. Though also, to be fair, there is a laptop in there. In a leather carrying
Spielberg,
case.
he is not.
I think Arlo is in his
Guillermo del Toro.
in yeah in his moment of going indefinitely insane, is just going to grab the bowl of blood, grab and take
I'd
reel
say,
of film.
yeah, you're just like, let me get all this is evidence. Let me get all the stuff.
Yep. And then walk out and see if he can find Trisha.
So Trisha, you're going out towards the balcony where Woodward is. He has like 3 of them lined up in his hand. He's just getting whatever he can off of them. And like as you're getting out, he seems to be trying to kind of like scoop whatever cocaine residue he can get into a line. What do you want?
So, you're gonna tell me what the hell's going on in your
We need to
editing
destroy that film. I don't know what. Ooh, I.
destroy the church has invested quite a bit into this film.
Yeah, that's really nice of the church. Yeah, but like, I don't want to be emptied. Okay, I don't need to be fed to the fucking void. All right.
Okay, you're going to have to back up. Isn't that the entire point of your all's church?
Yeah. No. This is fucked up. Okay, that thing that's in there, it eats you. It eats you. It makes you fucking empty. I don't know what the fuck is we did to Verity, but she is empty and she's barely holding on, and she's so much pain, and Steele's just fucking taking it. Like Steele's dead, as far as I'm aware. Steele hasn't been Steele for fucking ever.
First of all, we just came from Verity's house. She seemed like your typical actress.
Yeah, did you see her eyes? Did you see her fucking mouth? She doesn't have anything in there. It's all stars. We fucking took her organs out, man. We emptied her. We cut her fucking open, we peeled her skin off, and we let something else go in.
So the body outside the studio.
Oh yeah, that's whatever's left of her. I mean, she's still apparently there. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We told her to just lay low, because once the film's out, it's all gonna be great. We're all gonna be empty. But fuck that. Fuck whatever this Yvette bitch is. She's trying to fucking empty me, and there's nothing left of her. Oh my god. I gotta get back in there. I'm sorry. He tosses all of them down in a scatter. Guys, I gotta get back. I gotta destroy that film. And you're gonna watch the door open, and that's probably Arlo when you walk out. What are you doing with my movie?
What the hell is this? And so he's probably holding the film reel in one hand and the bowl of blood in the other hand.
It's a bad fucking decision.
What did you do to her?
Give me the fucking film. Give me the film and I'll destroy it. That's it. That's all we need to do.
Yes, we definitely need to do that. That's called evidence.
Oh no.
Evidence
no.
of what?
That's that's the master. They're gonna fucking doubt on us like the wrath of God, but that's why I'm getting out of the fucking country. I don't give a shit.
Deal?
Who does this belong to? And he's gonna hold out the bowl of blood. What? I saw something. I saw what you did. I was gonna go to attack her, and then all of a sudden, Miss Trisha.
We empty Verity, and now I'm doing the only sane thing there is to do left. And we're destroying the fucking film.
I'm sure that we can get this. We can resolve this.
Look, there is
distressed.
Look,
there's no resolving.
Using a lot of drugs. You weren't in your right mind.
Weren't in my right mind. No. Because Steele was there, and Steele told me that fucking Musgrove signed off on it. And now you know Musgrove is the head of your church.
Great.
And
that's when I think Arlo would reach out, reach beyond, and probably kind of around Woodward. Reach around Woodward toward Trisha and say, "Look at it," handing her the reel.
Trisha, your phone's ringing.
Oh God. I pick it up.
Hey there, Trisha. Yeah, just want to check in on how things are going, you know?
Well, Mr. Steele, things have grown a little complicated.
I don't like complicated. I really don't like complicated. I like things to be nice and easy.
Yes, normally I can achieve such things and smooth them over, but there seems to have been a murder.
Mr.
Woodward wants to destroy a film.
Oh, we can't let him do that. No. Why don't you just get that film and you hold on to it for me, all right?
But it's evidence, sir.
Oh, I understand, but tell you what. I want to fast track you. And you understand, here's the thing, I'm not just saying that because you're helping me out here, all right? No, I just had a lovely conversation with Miss Hull, with Verity, you know? Lovely girl, really. And, well, I just figured, you know what? She said such nice things about you, and, well, she's one of our top people, you know? Really a top star. And I just figured, you know what?
She can go on to do big things, yeah.
Absolutely, giant things. I mean, this film's gonna be big. But what I need you to do right now is make sure that happens. So you get that film and you bring it here to the celebrity retreat, and I'll put you on the fast track to emptiness. Oh boy, you will not know how full you were, and I'll tell you, you will reach echelons you did not know you could reach. I will personally see to you being emptied.
Your faith in me is all I need to hear, sir.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. I'm really glad to hear that. Tell you what, you're a star. You're a star. And you know what? You tell Arlo. Well, we'll set something up nice for Arlo, I'm sure, right? Okay.
Of course.
Of course, yes. All the good things. All the good things. And just get it done, all right? Click.
Anyway, Arlo, you were handing the film.
Yeah, he's reaching over, but as soon as he hears Trisha say steal, he pulls back. He's in this in the he's kind of trying to point with the bowl of blood in the other hand. The added scenes.
To everyone else.
Oh God.
You don't harm the film. If we just take it to him, I'm sure that he can make everything make sense.
Just give me the film. Hold straight. It won't be on you. No woes on your soul. Just give me the film, and I'll see.
Arlo,
No one gets to do anything with it.
first of all, I can tell you're good. You have a big heart. Especially for Miss Verity. She says such great things about you. I'm sure that Mr. Steele can arrange it that the two of you have some one-on-one time to assure your position in her employment. Just give us the film. I hate myself.
No, you're doing so well. You're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah,
You're doing great. I love it.
Yeah.
I know. I love it too. I love. This is awesome. Oh, I think
You're talking to a madman.
I'm not mad. You were there. You saw her. You saw Yvette. You saw she was gonna empty you. God, if she didn't open the door, we would have died. We would have been nothing left. Empty, hungry void coming for us.
in another circuit without the indefinite insanity, I would roll a 1d2 for this, but I know with him being insane, Arlo just goes and throws the bowl of blood at Trisha. Right at her face. And then starts to rip the film.
So, film is a little hard to just rip with your hands.
Yes.
I'm happy to make a strength roll because I've got a 70 for that.
You can start making strength, but Trisha, why don't you make me a roll initially?
Extreme success for the strength.
Extreme success. You start tearing into these things, breaking it up along the established lines, and some other scenes, just bringing and cutting them up, just tossing into individual scenes and throwing
Even
it around.
biting into it
Yeah,
sometimes,
just
probably.
ripping, tearing. Which leaves it to Trisha. What are you gonna do? If you wanted,
wow.
so I will say this. I know it's not the 20s, but it's still LA. If you wanted to have a weapon on you,
Yeah. I actually took points in handgun, so
Nice.
I will be removing my handgun from my purse.
I mean, Arlo, is there even like a recognition that a weapon would be pointed at you?
As he throws the bowl of blood, no. He's just so in the zone with trying to rip up this film. Because he's also probably thinking she's a lawyer. She knows I only just threw a bowl full of liquid. If she
Hmm?
pulls something on me, she's using inordinate,
Oh,
she's using a,
inordinate response.
I've
yep,
already
exactly.
I've
It's
already
an
been attacked.
inordinate
You're
response to a bowl
obvious.
of liquid.
There's two gentlemen that are using heavy medication.
That's fair. Look,
Exactly.
we can build a legal case around this later, but like if you're free, if you want to shoot, it doesn't seem like Arlo is gonna stop.
No.
I give Arlo
No.
the warning. Arlo, please stop what you're doing. I would rather not have to shoot you.
And probably with her saying that, that's when he stops with it in his teeth and sees the gun.
You're you're upset. I understand. But think of what you're doing.
How
You're
close
throwing your career
is
away. You're throwing your life away. Think of Verity. What would she think right now if she saw you like this, wiping the blood from my face?
how so my question would be, how close is Trisha to the edge of the patio of the
Oh,
balcony?
I assume you guys had gone
Oh,
inside.
are we
Yeah,
inside maybe
yeah.
now? Okay. That was going to be something that was probably going through his
I'll
head.
also
I
add
think
one
we
more
know where
thing.
we were going with
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll
what
also
is-
add one more thing. Arlo, your cell phone's ringing.
He's probably got it in his teeth, the film, and he grabs his phone out of his pocket using his other hand and looks at it. Who's calling?
Oh, it's Verity.
Click. Hello?
Oh, hi, darling. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Um,
How are you?
I am feeling so much better now that I'm back. Honestly, I didn't think I wanted to go back, but it's just so much more peaceful here. I feel so much more empty and just good. Just so good. Um, When do you think you'll be back? I heard you found Woodward and the film, which is just incredible. Um,
And there are scenes in it where that Woodward may have added where it shows him and Steele doing something to you.
oh, honey, you know how directors are. They love their secret messages.
Effects.
It's
I could
all
see
just acting. You think I was
it look
actually there? It looks like me, right? Oh, they did a great job with it. It's all about, well, Woodward's a bit edgy, that's all.
I saw Yvette. I saw her.
Oh, of course you did.
Saw the eyes. Or
It's
not
really
the
good
eyes.
special. It's really good special effects, right?
Yep. I was there at the cliffs.
It really does transport you, doesn't it? But honey, you sound like you're a bit stressed about me, and I really appreciate it. But oh, you just bring Woodward and the film in, or even just the film. I'd be so grateful.
Think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is that very
Yeah.
deep?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
About you.
I'll see you
Oh,
soon.
oh, please do. I'm at the celebrity retreat. You know the way still, right?
Of course, of course. And we'll
Good,
do it
good, good.
safely.
I've been saying good things about you towards Mr. Steele and the rest of the church. I think I can get you a nicer position. Maybe I can get you a spot in the next film. I hear they're making a
That,
sequel.
that could be fun.
That'd
Yeah.
be really fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we could work together.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be exciting.
Very exciting. All right, you just bring the film in. All right?
Okay.
Good.
We'll see we'll see you soon.
Good. Click.
And he's
Right.
probably still holding the phone to his ear
Are you
as
all
he's trembling with the film still in his hand.
Is everything okay, Arlo?
That was Verity.
Of course it was.
And he puts the phone in his pocket. Not his usual pocket. He puts it actually in, so he carries his phone in his right pocket, picked it up with his left. You reached in with the left hand and then put it in his left pocket.
Are you calmed down, honey? Are you going to continue listening to the coked up director?
Give me the film. I don't know who that was, but it wasn't Verity. I killed Verity. I know I did.
See?
Whatever's left of her isn't her. No, I'm not crazy. I've seen it.
It's all showbiz.
No, I killed her. I killed her. That's her blood. You just threw all over her. She's literally standing in her blood.
We can fix this. Think about it.
Give me the
Arlo.
film. He takes out a lighter. Just give it to me. Goes up easy. Help, maybe. Looks around. Maybe we'll just go together. Easy end. Easy out.
You see, he's suicidal. He's psychotic.
Please.
He's hurt somebody. He's hurt someone.
Going.
Do you want to go
said,
down?
So you said that Arlo had seen a symbol painted in the blood.
Yes. Seemed to be some kind of symbology that you would not be able to recognize. Sigils, by the looks of
Okay.
it. The move, Arlo.
Yep. I'm not gonna leave this to chance. He's insane. He is going to look at the film in his hand as he's holding the reel. He's gonna look at Woodward, look at Trisha, look back at Woodward. Let's do this. And then he's going to tackle, as he drops the film, he is going to tackle Trisha.
And I shoot him in the belly.
Yeah, you had a gun prepared. You can take a shot here. You've had the gun fixed on for so long. I'll give you a bonus die here. Just take the shot. Just because he's literally coming at you and
Horrible.
so hard, but you can't do better than that, unfortunately, because if you rolled a 0, it would be a 100. So hard success is unfortunately no extra damage, so roll damage.
What is the damage for?
I was gonna say, is it a 45 or a Derringer?
Yeah, it's usually either a D8 or a D10, depending on the size.
It'd be small, so
A D8 in this case.
4.
Whew.
But how much total health do you have? I will ask.
I have 12 health.
Ooh, big lad. All right, so you didn't
Yep.
take half.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So yeah, you get shot, and then you're gonna try and make a brawl check, which I will allow in this case, as I turn on some Combatini music.
Did you just say I take half HP?
No, you take 4. So you would
4.
you didn't
Okay,
you
I
didn't
just want
lose
to make.
half.
I mean,
yeah.
okay. I just wanted to make sure I heard.
I need
correctly.
you to roll me a brawl check, and then Trisha, you can either dodge or fight back.
That is an extreme success on the brawl.
Just a
Okay,
success on the
so
dodge.
an extreme success is going to be max damage plus your roll. So it's a D3 and a D4, so 7
Yeah.
plus a D3 and a D4. So
Yeah. 7 plus. So here's the. Come on. Where is it? trying to get it to let me roll it for the damage. Well, I'll just do it this way.
/R 1d3 plus 1d4.
Yeah. Oh, crap. Accidentally. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit stealth.
I can do it really quick.
Yeah. No, it just that was my bad.
I don't know if you want me to do it, but it's only gonna be 3 damage plus the 7s for 10 damage total.
Oh,
Yeah,
then,
I'll take that. Yeah, that's fine.
Out.
Okay, so basically, you shoot at him, and you watch as the bullet kind of goes into his upper shoulder. But Arlo, you push through and get Trisha up and like slam her down through the coffee table. And
yeah, he basically
out cold.
lifts her up like football tackle and just throws her down.
Yeah, I have 1 hit point left.
Yeah, you're gonna be. You can make me a con check to try and even stay conscious.
Yeah.
At this point. Okay, so you're still conscious barely, but
I'm playing dead at this
you're
point.
playing dead. Yeah, Woodward is already going to work on the film. Though
I would say Arlo puts if Trisha still has the gun in her hand, he's gonna put the heel of his one
I
foot.
imagine that's if you're playing dead, that's come like out of her hand.
Oh,
he's gonna kick the gun away.
It's probably somewhere across the room after that hit.
Yeah.
The tape goes up. No problem. It starts to catch, but I will say, what is your listen? Hello?
My listen. Yeah, let me look. There we
It's
go.
20.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you're just watching the film burn, or are you doing anything else in particular?
Mine's 30, if that makes any difference.
Yeah. You're gonna hear a ding, like an elevator is humming.
Okay. If they're busy doing their thing.
I think Arlo is just standing there watching as the film burns. It's like, destroy it. Get rid of it. Eyes kind of going, almost bulging out. His eyes are so wide, just frenetically thinking about this.
So, let's quickly recap where everything is right now. We have Trisha slammed into a table, caught through a coffee table, with blood all over her. Arlo is shot through the shoulder, probably bleeding, crazy eyes, watching the film like Caveman Discovering Fire. Probably some blood still like on your arm and hands, kind of cut up. And then you've got Woodward, who is like lighting it all up and just like also looking crazy. 2 crazy people standing around a film on fire. Right as Detective Samuel Newmeyer and 2 other members of the LAPD are going to knock on a door, but it's kind of just left open. As they're gonna walk in, and you're hearing freeze faster than you know what the fuck is happening. As several guns are pointed at you, Arlo.
I think Arlo's just gonna stand there, look at them, and then look
Don't move!
back.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
He's not gonna put his hands up, but he's just gonna stand there. He's not gonna move. He's just gonna watch as the film burns.
It burns. And Woodward does the same as the cops come around. Do you resist being put into custody?
No.
Okay.
He's just gonna stand there and just watch the film burn and say, they killed her. They wanted to kill us all. They killed her. They wanted to kill us all. As he just probably continues to mutter that.
And I'll just continue pleading for help. They're crazy.
What happens next occurs very quickly as Arlo and Woodward are brought into police custody, and Trisha is brought into a hospital. Though you are handcuffed by Newmeyer because
it's Newmeyer.
it's Newmeyer, and
and covered in somebody's blood.
Yeah, and
A
he's
lot
just
of
like,
blood.
and they're like, he's initially it's because this fucking crazy church person might be in on it and just playing dumb, but then it's not your blood on you, and it's actually the blood, and of when you're recovering a few days later, and the DNA evidence finally comes through, and they discover that, oh hey, like that's the body of that's the blood of the missing person that is on basically everyone in this room. You're gonna wake up and be being treated while also handcuffed to a bed. I will say, what happens next is not surprising for Trisha. Please come around and attempt to question you, but like a guardian angel, lawyers descend upon you, and you're told to shut the fuck up. As the detectives try to get a story, but your attorneys turn away any questions with, a request for privacy at this trying time. And, well, Arlo, I imagine if given the chance, you're going to spill the beans on everything you know?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it's crazy because you're certain, like, you tell everything to Meyer, who is absolutely fucking thrilled to have such a compliant witness. And you guys get as far as getting a case going where you're gonna, like, show up for a discovery to talk with, like, defense and everything to make you a culpable witness to prove your, like, mental sanity. Only issue is, when, well,
A hero.
Verity Harrow shows up to her own murder case, and the church quickly explains that the revolutionary new filmmaking methods of realistically replicating and cloning with some, CRISPR and other interesting technology that the church can't really disclose anything about. It's all proprietary, you understand. It created a realistic body effect that unfortunately was improperly handled by the sanitation crews, leading to this whole misunderstanding. And Miss Harrow is perfectly fine, and she shows up and, just kind of gives you that same coy smile, not opening her mouth, not showing her eyes, but you know what's under there. Now, the last thing we're gonna see is, Trisha, you're being invited to not only the initial screening several months down the way of The Space Between, but also afterward, a fast track, full echelon, upgrade for your commitment to the cause, handled personally by Steele himself. Now, as you walk in, I want you to make me a spot hit really quick, because entering the resort is lovely, and also let me. I realize I haven't shown you Craig Steele in all his magnificence.
Oh my god.
That's good.
It's like a sausage in a Hawaiian shirt.
But you'd never know that he used to be the teen heartthrob. With an extreme success.
Wow.
You walk into the celebrity retreat, and not only are there various church officials there, not the leader, to be fair. Ryan Musgrove has been very private lately, but it's funny. One of the people kind of just, you swear as you're sitting down and getting ready to watch the film, you swear one of the people up front who kind of turns and looks at you looks exactly like Woodgrove, and That one looks exactly like Arlo, except they're both wearing sunglasses inside. I think that's weird, I suppose, but as soon as you kind of realize that, the doors close. Now, drinks and hors d'oeuvres are served in the ballroom before the screening. At 9 p.m., Mandy Solik announces over the public address system that all guests should make their way in. Hence, when you saw the two people you swear you recognized, once everyone's in their place, the house lights dim and the screen flickers into life. A white card with black text reading, "The space between, rough cut," flashes up. Recovered. As there's a few scenes of what appears to be the character Clarissa Hollows moving into her apartment, and some, oddly, of her seeming to be able to talk to someone despite being alone in the frame. The editing is shoddy and the sound out of sync, and there's no score at all. In fact, I'm willing to I'm going to just cut the music here just so you can get a sense of how empty this space is. Oh. Well, I just moved in. Well, I had to get away from the big city. This portion of the film lasts only 5 minutes. The audience around you noticeably gets restless, and I believe you'd probably feel that a bit in your own. I mean, this film was apparently the crowning achievement of the church, and it's kind of shit. There's complaints and stifled laughter already coming up around you. I mean, this thing looks like it's going to be a shit show. Do you want to be a part of this anymore? You can be part of the church and just not like the movie they made. The original cut was like burned on the floor.
Yeah, I'll probably excuse myself by this time.
Well, you get up and go to the door and it's quite locked.
Oh. Well, that's odd.
The screen behind you begins to flicker again as you watch it switch, and it's like briefly it's like white, boring white, and then flash of red fills the theater. And then just continued scenes, and then another flash of red through the theater, another flash of red. Do you turn around?
Trisha's not stupid. She's gonna keep her back to this screen. She's seen enough weirdness, and those two might have been nuts, but there's always a reason for insanity. Probably heading towards an exit, if like a fire exit. I doubt that it's open. But
As you notice behind you, not only has the sound quality improved drastically, as you hear this perfect, almost like you're there, sound of an open ocean as you turn, just kind of like look down at the knob and realize you're not touching a knob. You're just grasping and trying to grasp on a cold, black, glassy stone. You turn around and Yvette Summers, only mentioned in the film thus far, is standing right next to this Harrow character. Harrow can be seen on the cliffs, covered in blood. Summers stands beside her. Slowly, Summers raises one hand and touches Harrow on the forehead. There's an echoing scream out from this woman, and Harrow collapses in on herself, leaving nothing but a pool of empty skin and clothing. At this point, one of the audience members also will try and go to the door and starts pounding on them and shouting for attention, as the rest of this theater slowly turns from varnished wood into black volcanic rock. Everything around you now is the basalt cliffs. Stars spread out from the screen and dance across the shadows of the room. as you see the waves splash and send their contents up into the sky as no constellation you recognize can be seen there. Now, this would be a sanity check, but I'm not sure it's going to be relevant in a few seconds, but you can make it for me right now.
Sure.
Okay, you're only going to lose 3 sanity.
Woohoo!
At this point, the audience panics. Everyone around you begins shuffling out of their seats, desperately looking for a way to escape, or sitting on the ground crying or screaming. A few panicked individuals run over the edge of the cliff and fall with despairing screams as you can barely hear the sounds of their bodies colliding with hard rock before being swept into the sound of waves crashing against the wall. What do you do?
I'm looking for. Is Mr. Steele in the audience?
Nope. Who do you think locked the door?
You know what? Hey. And you said that a vet is there?
Yes. She
I'm
is walking towards the group.
I'm walking right towards her.
She gives you a smile, and you look into her eyes, and you see there's nothing but starlight behind it.
I think this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship.
She tilts her head, and then reaches a hand out towards your forehead. Do you struggle?
No.
Well, the camera on this scene will fade out as Trisha's body empties fully and falls to the ground, empty skin and clothing, before it starts to be filled as gas and space and void escapes from Yvette and starts to fill the theater, touching others and consuming them, also making them empty and hollow, and it seeps into the form that used to be Trish and fills itself. And here's a little card if this had ever happened earlier. As you become truly empty, as the consciousness that is the hungry void completely consumes and becomes you. It's a great opening night. And it'll be the first of many as the film spreads. Well, everybody, that is our adventure or scenario for the evening. That was the space between. So first off, before we say our goodbyes, thank you so much, you guys. It is one thing to play a Call of Cthulhu scenario. It's another thing to do it with 2 people, and also to pull off this dynamic you guys had so well. Being so willing to throw yourself into this cult doctrine, and like, we really saw this, moral situation happen here, and oh boy, wild ending. I hope it was fun. I hope it was fun.
Oh yeah.
You don't just have to say it because we're on camera right now.
I had too much fun.
It was a blast. That was amazing.
But that all being said, I would love to give you both a chance to plug your work and tell the people where they can find more of you, because great job. So we'll start. Let's do reverse. Why don't we do that? Reverse order. So Jason, why don't you kick us off?
Hello, I'm Jason Fryer, writer, game designer, and general curmudgeon. Annie Award winner and nominee for Cult Divinity Lost. We got more cult stuff coming up. In fact, at some point, Cult will be appearing here on Lost Caravan with blood-dipped wings, hopefully in the new year. So I hope to see you then, because I love horror and I love sharing it. And I love being here with Call of Cthulhu. So This has been a wonderful evening. Thank you.
So glad to hear that. And of course, Rob.
Yep. Hey y'all, Rob, RPG Theologian is my tag. I am primarily a doctoral student trying to complete my dissertation next semester, defending. Woohoo! But otherwise, I am you can find me at Black Dragon Roleplay, which is a very small channel, Twitch channel where we play D&D 5e, and we're actually working on completing our current campaign, where we're hopefully going to take on the BBEG in hopefully right after the new year. We play Friday mornings Eastern around 7:30 in the morning because I'm one of the few folks in the state, so we got a multinational group coming in to play. Um, we won't be playing tomorrow because we have a few folks missing, but I think we're going to be playing after the Christmas holiday. So, check us out Friday mornings, Eastern Standard, and hope to see you there. Thank you.
I totally forgot to do something. I was wearing the jacket the whole time. And I took it off.
I feel so much better.
I feel so much better. Oh my god, I was wearing a jacket under a coat the entire time. But yeah, hi everybody. I'm Turk, or Turk Accented. If you are stupid like me and forget your one gimmick joke thing you put yourself through so much heat for. I was your keeper, and I had the most fun time. This is like, I'm not here to toot my horn. I'm here to toot everyone, these two awesome players' horns, because that was so good and completely, it was driven all by you. It was so good. Love the energy you guys put out was incredible. If you want to see more of me, I bounce between here, where I run Call of Caravan of Cthulhu, where we play once a month, and I believe I will do January, and then I'll probably do another open call for some whole new group to play for February. Just keep the cast fresh, but obviously you'll see some familiar faces every once in a while. It is an ever churning wheel of death, aptly.
As it should be.
Yeah. I'm also over on Neon Lights Roleplay, where I GM Frozen. Well, not Frozen Rain anymore. We finished Frozen Rain, but there will be a season 2 in the Tears of Divinity series, which is a Lancer campaign. I have started getting the wheels turning on that, which should be fun, as well as Oathsworn, which is a high fantasy Greek mythology fusion game in the Odyssey of the Dragon Lords series. It's been great. We just found our second dragon egg of the campaign, which our players will, of course, raise. And, it's very important to me. I've been running that game for 2 years, a bit more over 2 years now, and they're just hit level 6. So, oh boy. It's hit, it's jumped channels. It's been through a lot, and the fact that it's still showing up and people still like to hang out is cool. I think it's neat. Anyway. More than all that, thank you all so much for hanging out with us, supporting us. Just watching is incredible. I would do this with an audience of 0, easy. I do it with an audience of 100. It'd be great if it was 100, but y'all being here makes it great. Your commentary, the love we get is always special. Make sure you support the people you see on your screen here. These two awesome players are exceptional, and of course, make sure, if you haven't already, check out Lost Caravan and join in, so maybe you can be part of an adventure in the future. Always more spots. There's always more to empty and spots to fill with a hungry void. Ugh. Maybe not the best time to
non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, maybe not the best time to plug a community after just watching a cult effectively make everyone a hive mind of void. But I hope you had a great time, and I hope you have a great holiday season. So we'll see you next time. And we're going to raid High Shelf Collective. They are doing a charity, so make sure you empty your woes before you go there, and wish them all a very pleasant emptying. And that's really it. blessed sunyata upon you all. Good night.